Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the one who recorded the Zohar Kodesh, he's quoted saying, well, it says in the Zohar that I redeemed the entire world from judgment. And there's a question, how can he redeem the entire world from judgment? How could one person do that? And one explanation, one understanding of this is that the Rashbi, the Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, holds halachically that if someone didn't have any intention in doing a sin, it's like a body without a soul. The soul is the intention. So without that, there's just an action. Without that, there really is no sin. And who sins with intention? Maybe I'm hurt by God. Maybe I'm upset. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I don't understand what I'm doing. But no one really sins with full intent. And that way, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai exempted the entire world from judgment. We're learning here that this mitzvah to rebuke someone or to hold contempt for someone who is not keeping Torah or mitzvahs, that is only in a very specific, narrow case. My view of how I need to view this is, first of all, is this person my associate? Are they on my level? Is this someone who's really going to be able to hear this from me? Or someone that I can really understand, that they're on the same place of Torah and mitzvahs than me? And if not, this is not my place to get involved in their relationship with God. That's just not my place. And if they're lacking the same education that I have, then I need to view their sins as unintentional, right? They just don't know any differently. And therefore, it is not my place to contempt, not even within my heart, not even to silently judge, God forbid. There's only room in this matter for love. My only obligation is love, which is very profound. Meaning, if there's hate coming towards me, from me towards this person, this has nothing to do with Torah. This has to do with me and hatred. The Torah is commanding us really to love someone with all of them. The only place that we would have this mitzvah of contempt is if that's actually going to help that person. Meaning, if it's coming from the right person in the right moment that actually helps the person versus harms them. But we need to err on the side of caution when it comes to that and just love. When in doubt, just love. In such a case, Hillel the elder taught, be the disciples of Aaron, love peace and pursue peace. Love all creatures and bring them close to the Torah. So we're going to look at two specifications there. One, it says, love all creatures, havas es ebrios. Meaning, even if someone's redeeming quality is only that they are bria, only that they are creation, only that God created them, there's no other redeeming factor. They have no merit on their own other than the fact that God loves them. Love them on that ground. Love them on the fact that God loves his creations. And God created this person. And that's it. You don't need to love them based on anything. It doesn't need to be a love that's on condition. No. You're loving them just because. You love them because they exist. If they exist, that means God created them. And I love them on that grounds. And then continuing the verse and bringing them close to Torah. We're learning the power of love. That love of loving someone unconditionally, loving them just as they are, just as God's creation, that actually brings a person close to Torah. So what we've learned in this chapter is that we can love someone unconditionally as we're brothers, right? I don't need to look at you as your personality and, oh, you like that soccer team and I like this one and, you love vegetarian cholent and I hate vegetarian cholent. No, we don't need to love each other on this basis. We can have a true love, a love of brothers, of where we come from the same source, we're family. We come from the same root in the living God. And we're learning that this kind of love opens one's heart to Torah and mitzvahs. So that being said, let's say this love, this unconditional love that I have for someone, it doesn't bring them closer to Torah. It doesn't matter. This love that I'm expressing is not for a certain desired result. The benefit is that it brings a person close to Torah. And bringing someone close to Torah is an act of love for them. As being close to Torah, being close to God is the greatest gift of purpose and meaning and truth that we can give a person. That being said, that's not why I'm loving them. I'm not loving them as a means to an end. The love is the means to an end. The love is the purpose. It is my obligation, is my path to God to love this person. And as a result of that, it very well could be that's going to open a person to Torah and mitzvahs. But whether or not it does or not, I've carried out my obligation, which is to love unconditionally. Thank you for taking the time to explore today's Tanya together.